It is a heart-wrenching case that's hitting pet owners especially hard. An employee at a dog daycare in Ballard is charged with first-degree animal cruelty, accused of beating a dog to death.
20-year-old Dijon Bowens pleaded not guilty in court earlier this week. And prosecutors say on August 3rd, Bowens kicked and repeatedly punched a black lab named Mitch because the dog knocked something over. Mitch later died at an emergency vet. Mitch was at the daycare because his owners were welcoming their first child. So what kind of justice can his owners expect? And how do you know if a dog daycare is safe for your pet? I'm joined now by Colin Henstock, PETA's Associate Director of Project Strategy. Colin, this case has left a lot of people seething, including me. Other viewers have told me they've been crying since they heard about the story, just sobbing. So what are the signs employers and others should look for as a warning that someone may not be suitable to care for animals?
Well, they should certainly pay close attention to an individual's words and actions towards animals, look carefully at their behavior, but it's important to also look at how animals react towards that person. Do they cower away from that person? Do they act particularly fearful of that person? You should follow your gut. Never hesitate to say, no, this person or this place is not safe for my animal. And anyone who knows or suspects an animal is being abused or neglected should always call law enforcement officials right away. And if they feel like authorities aren't responding quickly enough, contact PETA. An animal's life may depend on it.
Yeah, well, dogs are our family members, so what should pet owners know about choosing a dog daycare that's safe?
Well, it's always the #1 option to take your animals along with you if you're driving somewhere, if at all possible. If you can't take your dog along with you, the safest and least stressful option is to leave your dog at home with someone you and your dog both know and wholeheartedly trust. And if that's not an option, always carefully screen boarding facilities by thoroughly researching them online, touring them in person in advance, and asking detailed questions about their animal care policies. And always get references from other customers. Word of mouth is always important. Ask your family and your friends for any suggestions of places that they have firsthand experience with.
Well, animal cruelty in the first degree here in Washington State is now a ranked felony. It's been that way since 2024. And that was a good thing the legislature did, because a conviction can carry a prison sentence of up to 5 years. Before it was up to a year. Now, this suspect has no criminal history. So in your experience, what kind of justice can the dog's owners expect to get?
Well, you're right. In Washington, criminal sentences do take into account both the offender's history and also the severity of the crime. So if convicted, it will be to his benefit that he has no criminal record. But this really appears to have been a vicious, violent attack that inflicted a really prolonged and agonizing death on an animal who was entrusted to his care. And further, it was all caught on camera. So if he's convicted, the court should include jail time, mandatory psych evaluations and counseling, and most importantly, a lifelong ban on harboring or being around any animals.
Well, we will follow it closely, and we will hope for justice. That can be hard to come by these days sometimes, but we'll try to make sure that that happens to get justice for Mitch the dog. Colin Henstock, PETA's Associate Director of Project Strategy. I know you guys do so much work on animal cruelty cases. Thanks so much for speaking with us.
Thanks so much for having me.